And this is a video review for Transformers Prime Voyager class Optimus Prime, and he's an Optimus Prime. He's a truck. Looks kind of like his movie self, but you know, it's the Prime truck. No flames. You can see I have given him the Sharpie treatment. It doesn't look too bad. You kind of see it's sort of a bit of a darker red, but you know, it looks okay. From the back you can see some robot mush there. It does come with these weapons. It comes with a sword that I'm probably going to paint up a bit, give it a bit of red, and that can slide in, tap into the trailer hitch if you want, or it can go on like here or something. It does come with this powerizer weapon. I'm just going to say they're rubbish. I've put an elastic band on mine so that it stays out. You can turn the light off. Just one of these like little plastic elastic bands that comes with most figures these days, just to hold in the little bits. Just slot it around the lower barrel and the handle, and it just keeps it open nicely. If you just want to have it as a gun like I do, and you can still use it, you know, it still functions. And that just, you know, pegs on to the back if you want to have it and store it. It looks like crap, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, transformation on this guy, it's pretty simple for Voyager. You want to flip these panels down, flip them forwards. So you don't want to flip them forwards, just and leave them out. You want to sort of get them out of the way. You want to sort of bring this down, bend his knees, split his legs. You want to come in here, flip his feet out. His shin pads down, and you can bring them back up. And then here what you want to do is you want to flip this up. Again, you can see more of the red. This would all be grey normally. Flip this up. You want to flip these panels up, and then you can flip these panels around to the back. And this is moulded to sort of fit together like that, but it doesn't. Sort of one overlaps over the other. I don't know why they bothered really, if they were just going to do that, but oh well. Split the arms here, and then you can flip the head up, and then you want to sort of bring the arms up to about here. This panel, just want to flip it down. Then you can collapse these, and are going to be the shoulder pads. So again, put this panel down, collapse it up, just bring his arms out. You can go ahead and, each one of those well like this, you can just split them a little bit, and then it comes in, it tabs in two places. So the grey piece tabs in here, so this is still loose at the moment, and then this little tab in there, little hole in there, that's just going to come in and tab in. On both sides should do. You flip his arms and straighten him out, and there is Optimus Prime, and he looks really good. He gets a lot of slack because he's not the first edition, and I understand that the first edition is an amazing figure, but this really isn't that bad of a toy either. If the first edition hadn't been around, I'm sure there would have been a lot of people who would have been happy with this. And he is really good. I do like it. His head sculpt is amazing. Again, this camera probably went, oh, there we go. A really good head. Now it's a shame about the paint. You can see there's the red paint I've given him just up here and on the top there. And it adds so much to the figure. I mean, without it, you can see pictures of him and he just looks like a... He reminds me of Energon Prime with the lack of red on his chest, but just with that extra bit of red, it just completes the figure. I don't know why Hasbro decided not to put it on, and Takara for that matter, but they didn't. He's got a nice Autobot symbol on the front there. Posability is pretty standard. Ball joint, swivel, swivel, swivel. Another thing, he has really tiny hands, much like Bumblebee. Ball joints, nothing at the waist unfortunately, thigh swivel, knees, ball joints. But yeah, he can hold his sword. He looks quite good with that. Unfortunately, there's not really any way to put it in his hand. I mean, I guess you can flip his hand up and put it in like that if you really want to have a arm blade. That doesn't look too bad, but it's kind of sticking out the top of his arm. But he's meant to hold it, obviously. And then his gun, he can hold his gun in his hands, but because his hands are so small, I mean, I'll show you, it only goes in that far. It's a really small peg, and it only goes in about half of his hand, so it's really loose in there. So I tend to just sort of put it there, and there's a thing in here. And the gimmick with this, the reason his arms are clear, is because it's supposed to look like, when you do this, that the light is travelling from his arm into his gun. And I get that, but you know, it's just a waste. I mean, you know, you're sacrificing a decent weapon and some, you know, you're giving him a piece of junk weapon and some see-through arms just for the purpose of having it look like he's having some light going through them. I mean, what's the point, really? But here he is next to his pal Bumblebee. Now, he's clearly a Voyager. I mean, lots of people are saying these are really small and you know, not much bigger than Deluxes. They are, alright. I mean, that's mainly due to the fact that Deluxes are decreasing in size by just as much, but you know, he's still a bigger figure. I mean, just, he feels bigger. But yeah, there he is, Transformers Prime, RID, Voyager class, Optimus Prime.